Get out of here.
That's why some of you that have been listening and you're wondering, why is this guy talking about Christ? Don't all the gods lead to the same place? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. You have finite beings and finite entities and fallen angels and back in the past and Nephilim and all the rest. All the claims of gods and the Antichrist, 2 Thessalonians 2, the coming to the temple and proclaiming himself to be God, the insatiable lust of the fallen cherub to be God. Eliminate God, replace God, and be God. You want a finite being? Is this what the Satanists want in Oklahoma? As they want to erect a... Have you seen the picture? I can't tell you how many individuals have sent me this picture of the goat of Mendez with the kind of pentagram behind it. And it's kind of like a chair, and it got like two 10-year-olds, a boy and a girl, right at the lap of the goat of Mendez. It's an old symbol, Baphomet-looking symbol. But here's what it says, quote, from this comes from the Washington Times, quote, members of the Satanic Temple have unveiled their design for a 7-foot-tall statue of the devil they want to locate on the Capitol building in Oklahoma. Would to God 10,000s of believers go there and forgive, just pour out the prayers to forgive them, pour out the prayers to the power of the Spirit of God, do evangelism, give food, help out the city, do the works Jesus said, do what he did. But they're going to do this right next to the monument. They're doing it purposely, right next to the monument of the Ten Commandments that stood there since 2012. Here's what it goes on to say, and to many the design may prove shocking. Quote, the Associated Press reported an artist's this depiction shows Satan as the goat-headed horned figure of the Baphomet, complete with wings and a long beard. The Satan figure is shown sitting on a throne decorated with pentagrams in the middle of a few smiling children. That's more telling than you really realize. Satan loves children, human sacrifice. That is, to me, when I look at this picture, that's only Satanists describing and setting up and letting everybody know that's what it's all about. Moloch and the rest. I mean, the ancient brotherhood, satanic ritual abuse. You all know this very well. Satan's all about human sacrifice and the taking. I mean, you could look at the left-hand past up. Even Crowley, I believe, was dragged down to the depths of that. Quote, the monument has been designed to reflect the views of Satanists in Oklahoma and beyond. A spokesman for the group, in a statement provided by the AP, the statue, quote, the statue will also have a functional purpose. Listen. As a chair where people of all ages may sit on the lap of Satan for inspiration and contemplation. End of quote. You got to understand something. Satan is real. The demons are real. If you do go after them and summon them and want them and yield yourself to them, it's going to happen. I think in terms of the field of Al-Qaeda and Judas, who allowed Satan to enter him, betray Christ, and then in the end of it all, go out and hang himself. And the end of that, whether cut down or fall down, his swelled up body falls in the rocks and spill out everywhere. It's called the field of Al-Qaeda. Book of Acts, take a read. The Satanist and the atheist are pretty much in the same boat right now as the atheists are putting up signs, not against Buddha, not against Muhammad, not against Shintoism and so forth, not against Soka Gakkai or anything else. They are putting, it's all about against God, against Christ. The spirit of Antichrist will grow. The antagonism will grow. Dark side, passionate hatred of God and Christ. You got to understand, I've done deliverance and listened to the demons for years. They hate Christ. They know who he is. The atheists might not, or at least suppress the truth by their wickedness. Mr. Atheist, read Romans 1:18 on down. You know, your anger, blinded by your anger. I mean, Satan loves anger. He loves anger. Ephesians 4:26 on down. He loves to just bathe in radical, undealt with anger and bitterness. He loves to bring confusion and just loves to attach to that, loves to get into that. He loves that. The demons love that. So what are you going to do in Oklahoma? What are the believers going to do in Oklahoma? Just do a massive, real Book of Acts style evangelism campaign. I'll come. If we can get 5,000 believers to come for some training, or 500, and just send everybody out for a few days to preach the gospel, and to prayer walk, and to prayer drive, and to go out in teams, and to feed the hungry, and to give to the shelters, and to pray for the sick, and pray against the radical evil in the area, and just do what Jesus did. What a powerful witness. Come on, Oklahoma City, let's do it. Back to threat assessment. I mean, you can respond. There's a way to respond. We talked about that yesterday when threat assessments on all levels come. If Oklahoma City wants, if they really want a devil Baphomet goat-headed thing, radically evilly looking thing with a little boy, little girl standing next to it, so people can come up and sit on its lap and contemplate, give me a sledgehammer. Romans. Can I give you something today? Romans 16:20. Let all of the demonized priestesses, coven loyal subpersonalities take a look at Romans 16:20 if you dare.